Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all healthy and safe. It is pouring rain in Hong Kong right now, but I have to step outside. I'm all wet because this is here. This is the Nubia watch. I'm very excited about this because this is a smartwatch with a screen that wraps around your wrist. It's a flexible OLED panel. So anyway, I'm gonna head back up, dry up, and then box the device. So this is the China version of the watch. There will be an international version that it will be launching sometime in mid-August, I believe. So we have the watch right here. Let's put it to the side first. Okay, so this is the proprietary charger. Here, papers, instructions, warranty card, and an extra strap. Okay, so right off the bat, I have to say the build quality is pretty nice. Like, you can feel the sides are aluminum or maybe even stainless steel. It is really sturdy. So here's the screen. It runs from here all the way across the top like this. So right here on the right side, it's clickable. And can you rotate this? No, you cannot. So it's not rotatable. It's just clickable. So let me try to power this on. We have the flexible OLED panel right here, Nubia. Okay, so like I mentioned, this is the China version, so it's gonna pop up in simplified Chinese at first, although you can pick English, but there will be an international version that will have, native English out of the box and also more features that cater to a Western audience. Like, I've been told that it will support WhatsApp notifications and all that, whereas this China version, I believe, does not support WhatsApp notifications. It is really cool to be able to swipe on a screen and you see it flow across a curved panel. Okay, I've set it up and I've tested it for a couple hours now. So first things first, this is a little bit sleeker than the very first prototype of this, the Nubia Alpha that was sent out to reviewers last year. But even then, it is still slightly bulky. It still, sticks out over your wrist a little bit more than any other watch or an Apple Watch. It feels a little bit funky wearing something this big. It kind of reminds me of, those morphin machines, wristbands or whatever that the Power Rangers used to wear. So they would be like, it's morphin time, and it's saber-toothed tiger, tyrannosaurus. Dragon sword! Mastodon! Pterodactyl! It kind of reminds me of that actually, but it is pretty comfortable to wear. I actually like that because half of the watch that wraps around my wrist is metal, so it actually feels cool to the touch. This is a better feeling than when I'm wearing like a Fitbit where the rubber strap covers basically 80% of my wrist, and I just don't like the feeling of rubber straps. If I can, I always try to get a leather strap or metal strap if I can. So I like that right now because it's kind of cool weather outside because it's raining, so it's actually cool to the skin right now. Now let me take off the watch so I can show you the features a little bit better. So first of all, this is a 4-inch OLED display. It looks really nice. And the chipset inside is a Snapdragon 2100. So it's a little bit outdated, a little bit underpowered chip, but so far I haven't seen any animations problem. So the interface, you swipe down to bring down this notification toggle, just like on an Android phone. If you swipe up, you'll be able to see your notifications. I have tested already. I can confirm that this watch can get WeChat notifications. You can see entire sentences show up on the screen. Unfortunately, you cannot respond to the messages. That's very disappointing because you can respond to messages on Apple Watch, Fitbit, Versa 2, any of that. And as I mentioned, because this is the China version of the phone, you get very bare bones WhatsApp notifications. You will get a notification saying you have a WhatsApp message, but you cannot read it at all. Now, Nubia has confirmed me that the international version that will be launching pretty soon, you will be able to get WhatsApp notifications on that just like you would WeChat. So you'll be able to read your WhatsApp messages. But Nubia, if you're watching this, please fix the software so that to allow responding to notifications, because that's one of the main reasons we wear a smartwatch or fitness bands, because I like being able to just respond, okay, I'm coming, or hey, do you want to have lunch, directly on my wrist without needing to pull out my phone. Especially the fact that we have such a large screen, it doesn't make sense that we can't interact with it. So swiping left or right will cycle through these menus here. And you have, all the usual features that you would expect from a fitness band, like sports tracking and heart rate tracking. Now, the good news is the heart rate tracking on the Nubia watch seems pretty accurate because I tested it side by side with the Apple Watch and it actually showed almost the exact same heartbeat. And we know the Apple Watch is highly accurate because Apple spends tens of millions, hundreds of millions on building up the fitness tracking abilities of the Apple Watch. Now there's built-in GPS, so you can take this for a run, and there's 4 gigs of internal storage inside, so that means you can store music in here too. Now to store music into the watch, you have to download the Nubia Wear app, which is available right now on the Google Play Store. Now you see that there's also a call dialer here. Now this is the China version and actually supports eSIM. So that means you can make calls with this watch independently from your phone. But the international version will not support eSIM. It will only be Bluetooth calling. So that means you have to make a call on your phone first and then move the call over to the watch. Now because the screen is so large, it's a 4-inch screen, so you get a lot more information than you usually would from a traditional smartwatch. For example, you tap into weather, you'll see the current temperature right now in Hong Kong is raining, but then if you look up, you actually see a 5-day forecast. Now if you jump into the health app, you get a really cool layout of all your fitness stats that stretches all the way from top, sleep stats, to your heart rate, how many steps you walked, calories burned, all the way down here. It's really cool. It's a really nice visual effect to be able to see, graphics flow on a curved screen like this. Now you have Alipay too. Alipay is basically one of China's 2 biggest payment apps. Basically in China, nobody uses cash anymore. Nobody even uses credit card. Everybody pays via WeChat Pay or Alipay. And so with Alipay on your wrist, that means you can just tap on the Alipay icon, launch the app, and you'll be able to pay for stuff by just scanning your wrist at those QR code scanners. Now if you long press on the screen, you'll be able to cycle through various different watch faces. There will be more watch faces available in the app, and also apparently you can make like a custom photo as a watch face, like the Xiaomi Mi Band 5. So for those of you who really love your face, you can put your face on this thing. I'm not gonna do it. This watch face is pretty cool. There's also a really nice transparent one that makes it seem like you're looking inside the gadget. Now looking through these watch faces so far, I'm kind of disappointed that they're kind of a waste of such a large screen. Now look at this watch screen. It shows you the date and the time. That's it. All the space here, it's kind of wasted with just a decoration. I mean, wouldn't it be great if this watch face shows you different complications? Like maybe right here it could be your calendar schedule down here, and up here it could be how many steps you walked and your active heart rate. And conversely, if you have such a large screen, maybe let us take advantage of it by maybe putting a web browser here. I would love to be able to scroll through articles really quickly. I'm not going to read like an entire novel on my wrist, but this screen is definitely large enough to read shorter articles, right? Like maybe I would love to have Twitter on this. I can read tweets. I would love to be able to check NBA scores on this too. So far, none of that is here. And Nubia, it's not Apple. Nubia is not going to be able to command all these third-party apps to build software for the watch, at least not internationally. Maybe in China, we can get more Chinese apps like Weibo or whatever on this watch. But if you're buying this internationally, I would not hold out hope to get, say, Instagram or Twitter on this watch. I mean, it would be really damn cool to be able to open like a mobile version of Instagram and see photos on here, or Twitter, right? You can respond to tweets and stuff like that. So I feel like this is a really cool piece of hardware, really cool idea, but the software, unfortunately, is just not there. Now, one day, if Samsung or Huawei or Apple does something like this, it's gonna be amazing, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna make it a little bit thinner, and then they're gonna have more screen that stretches across your wrist, and they're gonna have all the third-party support, so you're gonna be able to watch like TikTok on it, if stupid President Trump hasn't banned it, or you can go on Facebook, you can send emails, all of that. Now the good news is, this is not an expensive gadget. Nubia is not charging you $500 for this. This sells in China for 1,700 RMB. So it comes out to just a little bit over 220, 230 US dollars. In fact, I believe on the Nubia website, when they launch this internationally, there's going to be an early bird sale for 180 bucks. So 180 bucks, you can get something that's really cutting edge looking, unlike anything else on the market. I think 180 bucks is a fair price for this to try new technology. So even though the software is lacking, you are getting something that's never before seen. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I always respect when brands do something different. Oh, one more concern. This is a, bendable OLED panel, so obviously it is not glass, it is made of plastic. So that means this is not that durable. It is basically the same material as used in the Samsung Galaxy Fold. And this screen is a little bit soft to the touch. It is not the most durable screen. So unfortunately, this is exposed at all times. So think about it. If I'm typing on my keyboard, what if I accidentally clang my wrist on the table, like hit the screen right on the table? I don't think this screen will survive. So durability is definitely a concern too. So that's about it for this first impressions of the Nubia watch. I'm gonna wear this over the next few days. Hopefully I don't break it, and then see if I discover anything more with it. And I'm gonna try to sign up for an eSIM and make some calls with it too. And just go around, walking around the street going like, hey man, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Like that. So anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching this video. I have more stuff coming up over the next few days. It's an exciting week for tech fans for now. So that's it for now. Take care, stay healthy, stay safe, and wear a mask if you step outside. Thanks for watching.